So let's find out firsthand how the hours of debate prep are going on this very Sunday. His campaign manager, Donald Trump, stepped out of that prep session a short time before we went live here on Fox Report for an exclusive quick back and forth with me. I started with which Donald Trump we will see tomorrow night, since Hillary Clinton is said to be prepping for two: one message and disciplined Trump, or the unexpected. Here we go.
You're going to see the Donald Trump that is conveying the message of positive optimism to make America safe again, strong again, wealthy again, prosperous again, and of course great again. So I'm sure that Hillary Clinton is trying different scenarios and testing out different zingers and lines. I recall she tried that against then Senator Obama in 2008, and a couple of them really fell flat because they're not particularly funny.
Are there two Hillary Clintons that you're preparing for?
No. We're ready for Hillary Clinton. No, sometimes there are two sides of a story she's told or a lie she's told, but there's really one Hillary Clinton, and we're all very aware of who she is and how she operates. And we sort of agree with Senator Obama in 2008 when he was running against her, and he said Hillary will say anything and do anything.
All right, I want to ask you a little bit about some of what Donald Trump has been saying. Mr. Trump has kind of the answer back to the bar is low for him, as some are complaining. He's been pointing out that he thinks that the moderators, Lester Holt in particular, are Democrat. Why would he do that?
Well, what he's saying is he doesn't understand why the Clinton campaign is gaming the refs. It's terrible that they're out there complaining about Matt Lauer at the Commander-in-Chief Forum. It's not Matt Lauer's fault that Hillary Clinton was asked about her vote in Iraq or her private email server with confidential national security information on it, classified information on it. That's not Matt Lauer's fault. And so the gaming of the refs is really, you saw all this week, Harris, if not last week included, the Clinton campaign methodically going out there and warning the reporters that they better fact check in real time. They better not let Donald Trump off the hook. They're going to be harder on Hillary. We even heard charges of sexism, for God's sake, that Hillary Clinton's getting tougher questions because she's a woman. This is such nonsense. If you're going to run for President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief, you got to be ready for those tough questions. And I think that I just think her campaign is trying to game the system because they know that they've got a turkey of a candidate.
I want to jump in on the woman card, if you will. It is not lost on many of us who know your resume, some people just getting to know you. Number one on that is you're a mom with 4 kids, so you can multitask, and you know how to get your point across. And others have not been able to do that with Mr. Trump. I'm curious to know, when you disagree in this debate prep, how you get him to listen to you, and what we will see tomorrow that's a reflection of him listening to you.
Well, Mr. Trump makes his own decisions, and you will see him by himself on that stage tomorrow, speaking, answering those questions, and making decisions and putting forth his vision. That's all him. He's the candidate here. But I will tell you, he has a great team around him, and we work very well together. I always feel heard and respected by Donald Trump. He takes counsel from many different people that he trusts, but ultimately he makes the decisions and he uses his own words. I think that's why he comes across as a very authentic person to America. That's why they nominated him, and that's why he'll be seen against Hillary Clinton. You see all these stories about her, Harris, that she's finding her voice. She's going to be more aspirational and optimistic and positive and forward-looking. Where is that? She's just running a barrage of negative ads. A lot of the talk is negative. And I appreciate you mentioning the 4 children. It's a different kind of position for many women, but I want to say it's the Republican Party and it's Donald Trump's presidential campaign that elevated a woman to the position of campaign manager, and a pretty busy one who's a mom of 4 at that. So that's great respect for Donald Trump.
And before I let you go, Hillary Clinton has said that Mr. Trump can be baited with a good one-liner to get him to attack her. She's said to be practicing some of these. It probably helps that you are a woman guiding him. And from that perspective, one, is there a great risk that you think he faces? And what are you coaching him not to do?
Hillary Clinton trying to bait Mr. Trump with a zinger or a one-liner, I think is unfortunate, only because voters expect and deserve to have a conversation about the issues. I can look at the Fox News poll or other media outlet polls, Harris, and I can't find, baiting your opponent anywhere on the list. People want to have a conversation about the economy and terrorism, ethics in government, education, health care. I'm sure Mrs. Clinton would much prefer to have a conversation about Mr. Trump than she would about the disaster of Obamacare or the advance of ISIS on hers and President Obama's watch.
8 in 10 registered voters said to watch this, north of 100 million people. We get a little bit of what that will be like behind the scenes from you. Thank you.